Hey, Patrick here from Quarter Inch Off again, and I just went to a new Rockler store in uh, Orland Park, Illinois, that just opened this weekend. So while I was there checking it out, I had noticed these double feather boards that stack up on top of each other. So what this does is it gives you pressure on both the top and the bottom. And I only bought one of these. They don't work the way I thought they did. I thought these risers went between to hold it up. Didn't make sense. I wish I would have got another one now, because I was thinking I could just use these ones I already have, put a second riser and have two. They do sell a retro kit, which is basically two of these risers with the longer screw that goes in here instead of the short screws, so that you can do this with an old set. But this should work for me now for the trim I'm doing. One of the reasons I'm going to hand feed it in here anyway, so I don't really need as much pressure on here. But coming out, I'd rather have the pressure down here. But it was neat. I hadn't seen these before, so maybe it's just cool to me. But they're the double feather boards, so I got that to put in here. And what I went to look for is for show you a second over here. For these corner blocks. So this is a inside corner block of trim. This is an outside corner block. You can see the difference here. This goes on the edge of your walls of an outside wall. This goes on the inside. So I routed the profile I want on this 5 1/4 board here. So that's the profile we want instead of this profile that's on here. We're making all our own base trim, so this will match. The problem I have is, great, I got one side of this board done. I'm going to cut it into pieces here and into little blocks so that I can then route all 4 sides of one piece and use the table saw and cut out the corner. Or on the inside, I need this side profiled, but then I also need another side profile. It's not the back. If they're all these, I would just run the front and back, cut it in pieces, and then do the sides. I can't do that. So what I need, which Rockler didn't have, is in order to route the profile on these smaller pieces, something to hold it nice and square and put through here, turn around and do the other profile. I'm not going to attempt that by hand. I was trying to use my grippers, figure out a setup I could do there, and I can't. What I really need is a 90-degree sled, kind of like a coping sled. So the coping sled is a flat piece with handles that you can push against the fence, and your pieces cope this way. So anything where you're routing a profile like that, it'll work. For vertical like this, they don't have it. So what I really want is a vertical sled for my router table, so that I can clamp a piece of wood on this side. So it'd be a piece of wood here, piece of wood for the sled, something to hold wood straight and solid here, clamps it up above the fence area, so it doesn't interfere with the fence, and then let the wood ride along here, route out your profile. Actually, sorry, it would be this way. So it hits the profile bit. So I might have to make something. I was trying to buy something today just so that I could get this trim done. I'm going to look online, see if I can. Infinity Tools has one. It's about the only one I've seen online other than making your own. So I'm going to try that. Also, I adjusted this on the bottom, the set screw. So I want to see if this is going to hold up or not and get going. MDF, we all know it's dusty. Brand new air filter, right? Not only filter, I just put this machine up here, and you can see in one day for one sheet of MDF what that does to the inside of everything. It's a fine dust on everything here. With that going while I was doing it, and I let it run for about 4 hours after we were done with the first sheet. So I cut the 3/4 sheet. So what we have is we have all our it's not one, it's just 3/4 by 6 for the door headers. So I'll cut this to the width of a door. We have the 3/4 top cap that will go on top of there. And then I have some 4-inch casing for the doors. So for the casing, I need to use a round over bit to round over the edges before we put that up. And then Sorry, sound like a mouse running around in here, but just me. So we got to prime all this and do all this stuff. So the next thing we need to do is we need to take the 1/2 inch sheet here, cut 1.25 inches. So the way a door will be 1.25 inches out of 1/2 inch, the 6 inch, and then 1.25 inches out of the 3/4 to make a door. So I'm going to go rip this 1/2 inch down to how it is, to match the number of pieces I have of 3/4. So I can make an equal number of door pieces. And then with the rest of this, I'm going to cut 5.5 inches to make my baseboard trim and send it through the router profile. So I want to get all that router profile done with what I have while it's lined up. And then after I'm done with that, I'll put over the round over bit to round over everything else. I kind of want to cut a few pieces to see how it look without rounding it over, to see what I really need to round over. But that's all I have for today. So we'll film some of this doing what we're doing to show people. First thing I need to do is cut this stuff down with my new Craig rip guide and see how well this is going to work. Like I said, it's a very nasty, dusty job doing the MDF, but it's necessary. I mean, just dust in your shop, right? I mean, you can see how much dust accumulates from one sheet. And since we're doing the whole house, doors, windows, and everything else, I'm sure there's going to be multiple sheets doing that. But live and learn. It's part of the job, right? All right. Talk to you later.